And sometimes ideas are spontaneous. As an artist, as a writer, songwriter, ideas will come to you spontaneously, and you just, whether it's the middle of the night or when you're on a break at work, and you just find ways to write it down or sing it into your phone or whatever the case may be, which is what I'm doing right now. But I just wanted to say, ooh, I like this compassion, candlelight service on coming up. This is Universalist Unitarian Church. You know, so you can see an old building with solar panels. So a combination of the old and new, I guess you could say. Innovationists, innovating, and cool sign here, reconcile. Yeah, and you know, the vast majority of, wait, check this out. Peace. Yes, indeed. And, of course, the greatest one of all, love. Yeah, it's a cool old building here. It's got to be at least 100 years old. And, yeah, did you know that the vast majority of the founding fathers, I believe, were Universalist Unitarians, or Unitarian Universalists, same thing. Some were Christian. Thomas Paine was Jewish, and of course they didn't have agreements, as a lot of people nowadays, on any topic, politics, religion, or whatever. They weren't 100% in agreement on everything. I do know Alexander Hamilton called himself Episcopalian, because if you go to Wall Street, there at the end, you'll see the Trinity Episcopalian Church, and Alexander Hamilton is buried in that cemetery. So I know that. I also heard that George Washington attended a Methodist church there somewhere, either on Wall Street or close to Wall Street, but he wasn't real super religious, but he did go there to pray or meditate or whatever. So in other words, my point is, they didn't agree on even their spiritual views. I came out of an organization that was part of the Second Reformation movement in the 19th century, you know, that broke off from Episcopalians, Lutherans, Methodists, etc. And there were probably hundreds of thousands of groups, at least, in the Second Reformation in the 19th century. And sometimes people would agree, or would only disagree maybe on one or two things. That's how crazy it gets. So I tend to be one who questions everything. But I'm very spiritual, and to me that is important. But I don't tell anybody else what they need to do in their journey or whatever it is that we call it, right? That's their business. But I can talk about a little bit about my journey and what I feel, and I'll be doing that more and more as time goes on, because that is part of how we build community and connect with each other, right? We know where each other is coming from. And to me, the so-called, as I mentioned at the beginning of this message, the artistic process is a big part of spirituality for me, because it just kind of reveals itself in the moment, and it's really cool. And it's one thing that is a life force for me. I see how the universe manifests itself. It's just being in the moment. And so Well, that's all for the moment. Spontaneous moment, literally. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week. And peace. Peace now.